Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tracy Washington. I'm a public speaker, life coach, grief recovery specialist, and personal development trainer. I am one of the speakers who provide services to the Job Club, specifically the Community Job Club located in Stowe, Ohio. What I do is deal with the issue of grief, job loss. Loss can come in many forms, death, divorce, but a job loss is right up there at the top of the losses that people incur over the span of their lifetime. And with the economic climate being the way it is, job loss is very real and people are suffering emotionally. So one of the things that I do, one of the services I provide for agencies is the grief recovery component, how to deal with grief. Because in life, we're taught how to gain things, but not how to lose them. We're not taught about grief as being natural and normal. We've been socialized to feel that grief is abnormal, and we try to heal the heart with the head by making intellectual statements such as, you'll find another job, or there are other things that you could do. Those are intellectually true facts, but they do nothing to heal the broken heart. So the work that I've done, and I'd like to see more of with all the job clubs, is that we deal with the emotional component of job loss, how it affects the individual, how it affects the family. The individual often feels low self-esteem. A lot of times your identity is tied up in your job. It's what you do as opposed to who you are. And so those services need to be provided that let people know that they are not their jobs and that they are more than just what they lost. And so I know churches are addressing this issue. The job clubs that are located in churches are addressing this issue, but we need to get a little bit deeper into the spiritual aspect of how people are dealing with job losses so we can curb the depression and the low self-esteem, the way that our people who've lost their jobs, how they interact with other people. So I think having the grief recovery component, I am a grief recovery specialist. It's a certification out of Sherman Oaks, California, the Grief Recovery Institute. We have instituted at our church, the House of the Lord in Akron, Ohio, where we deal with grieving people. And they come in the door in droves for different types of things, and job loss happens to be one of them. So as we move forward with the economy being the way it is, as we are developing job skills and teaching people how to get back out into the workforce, we cannot ignore the emotional part of this, because that is the key, I believe, for people moving forward, to know that they are not their jobs, that they have other opportunities, that they have other obstacles that will come, but they can overcome them, and that this is just one of those things in life that happens, and your life begins from today, not going backwards, but going forwards. I have seen a lot of people who have lost jobs, who have been severely depressed, and they never really bounce back because of the job loss. So we need to teach those elements of forgiveness and all those other spiritual components into make it a part of the job club, speaking, the teaching, the training, so that we don't perpetuate a cycle of people being identified by their jobs. It's not who you are, it's what you do. So having being able to address the members at Diana's Job Club, there have been success stories where people have been feeling really depressed before they heard this, the fact that grief is really natural and normal, that's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with them. People have been able to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and keep moving forward, and maybe new careers, developing a new job, starting a new business. So it gives people hope, even after they've lost a job. It gives them hope. So I would like to see that clearly become a part of the job club programs in all the cities and all the states across the country, because it's very, very important that we notify people that they are more than their job. It's not what they do, it's who they are that's most important.
Thank you, Tracy. And thank you, Meredith and Joy, as well. Those were great comments. And I should say, for the folks viewing on the webcast, we're up over several hundred viewers now, so thank you for logging in, and we're getting some good questions, so please keep them coming.
Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, good morning.
You're late, Jason. I know, Ramon.
Second time this week, Jason.
I know, Ramon.
What are you gonna do about it, Jason?
Okay, I know, I get it.
You better get it. We got a thing around here called professionalism. Professionalism means getting to work on time.
Okay, I know, I get it.
You better get it. All right, we got a truck to unload. Let's go. Tuck in that shirt, Taylor, right? Ready for a lunch break?
Sure.
Not bad, not bad. You done?
Yeah, I'm done. Straighten up those shelves just like you told me to.
Why didn't you straighten up those other shelves while you were at it?
We didn't tell me to do that.
So you just do only what I tell you to? You don't have any initiative of your own? You know, we got a little thing around here called professionalism.
Yeah.
And professionalism means if you see something that needs to be done, you do it without anybody telling you.
Okay, I'll do these shelves after lunch. And I'll make sure the rest are straight too. You worked me hard today, Ramon.
Yeah, well, you did a good job. And hard work is good for you.
Hey, Ramon, could I leave that stuff there and get it first thing tomorrow morning?
Yeah, well, you could, but you know, we got a little thing around here.
Called professionalism, I know. All right, I'll get it now.
You're learning, pal. Every job demands professionalism. Professionalism means conducting yourself with responsibility, integrity, accountability, and excellence. It means communicating effectively and finding ways to be productive. Every employer expects you to conduct yourself in a professional manner. And if you do that, you'll be a highly prized employee. To find out more, just log onto the website.
It just doesn't match up. Over 70% of Americans view manufacturing as the most important industry for a strong economy and a strong national defense. But only 30% of parents encourage their kids to enter manufacturing careers. Only 17% of people consider manufacturing as a top career choice. It doesn't match up. Did you know manufacturing workers have the highest job tenure in the private sector? 90% of manufacturing workers have medical benefits, and 78% get retirement contributions from their employers. Today's manufacturing offers good-paying, steady jobs with good benefits and the job satisfaction each day of knowing you made that. The facts don't match your perceptions, do they? Over the past several decades, new technologies and automation changed manufacturing. The size of the workforce shrunk while productivity skyrocketed. With new technology, it took fewer people to produce a lot more product. The manufacturing workforce shrunk by losing its youngest workers and by not hiring many new employees. The low-skilled jobs were automated or went overseas. Now the manufacturing workforce is growing again, and it needs to replace the skilled employees who survived the lean years and are now nearing retirement. 67% of manufacturers responding to a National Association of Manufacturers survey reported a moderate to severe shortage of available qualified workers. 83% say the lack of a skilled workforce hurts their business. So, here we are, with manufacturers looking for employees, and lots of people looking for employment, but they just don't match up. A high school diploma, or GED, doesn't prepare you for today's high-tech manufacturing. We can help.
Okay, this feed rate here was running too slow. It was a feed rate of 2,000 per rev. The next feed rate and second pass is going to be the feed rate that's desired for this material and for getting your best finish. Okay, this feed rate here is running too fast. It's running at 13 thousandths per rev. So this is beyond the limit of where you need to be turning, so you won't get as good of a finish.